In this video I thought we could take a look at some ways of monitoring the health of your SSD in your system. There's two tools I've come across that roughly both do the same thing. First one is Clear Disk Info, and the second one is Crystal Disk Info. As I said, both of these are roughly similar performance, or similar, not performance, sorry, similar, provide similar things. Crystal Disk Info, to start with, provides a bit more useful information in my opinion than Crystal Disk Info, but whereby, as you can see, the highlighted green areas are is sort of what I would say would be critical information about the status of your SSD. And obviously it gives you additional information like location, various information about disk type, its physical location. If Smart's enabled, you can do trim. Obviously disk type size, if it's GPT or GPart. Obviously critical sort of temperature information and stuff like that. And same with Crystal. So this gives you a similar sort of thing as well, as you can see from screen. Gives you disk temperature, gives you its health status, gives you sort of power on cycles warnings and stuff like that. Obviously power on time for this 512 gig SSD that I've got in my test machine is 57 hours, and if we take a look at the 2 terabyte, it's 21 hours. So yeah, there's the the 512's had a lot more use than the other disk. So, but as I said, both of these are quite handy. This one, to the best of my knowledge, is totally free. Yeah, MIT license, so this is totally free, and this can be downloaded from crystalmark.info. That URL there, basically. I'll put that in the description below. And the other one is, give me a second. The other one is from here, and obviously for basic functionality for this, it's free. But if you want to sort of monitor disks, set up auto monitoring, then you have to buy a license. But bar that, that is literally the only difference I can see between them. Obviously this goes into a lot more detail than I'm explaining now, but it sort of, as I said, generally just gives you a sort of indicator of health of your hard disk performance and things like that. The reason I came across both of these was about just under a year ago. The machine I use for video editing now had a double SSD failure, so it came out of the blue. I was doing a backup one sort of Saturday afternoon, and it I went out, came back, and the machine had blue screened, and so did the obvious reset on it, and she wouldn't come back online, or all I got was a blue screen, so blue screen of death. So I've got this installed on, as I said, my little test machine and my main machine. I've also got it installed on my machine at work as well, so I can keep an eye on the SSDs there. Don't tell the IT department I've got this on. They won't be happy. Hey ho. But yeah, basically I put this on that as well just to keep an eye on it. But yeah, I check on sort of my main machine, and I normally check once a month, just check on the health of my SSDs, just to make sure there's nothing I need to worry about and clone off. buy a new disk and clone onto that. But as I said, they're just a couple of handy utilities I found for monitoring disk health. So thank you for your time watching this video. Bye for now.